Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special episode of the Pulls Pod. Joining me today, we have Peter, who is recording all the way from Hungary, having joined us for our game against York last Saturday. Hello, Peter. How are you this afternoon?
Hello, Jack, and my best wishes for everyone who's listening us right at the moment. Thank you very much. I'm fine. I had a lovely week to take some rest after that amazing weekend with full of memories. So thank you. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good.
You are very welcome, and it's good to have you here with us today. Now, last Saturday, you travelled over to witness our game against York. You travelled over last season as well, I believe, to come and see our game against Sutton, which finished 4-3. But before we get into those journeys, just a word on how it came to be that you decided to choose a team from the northeast of England in Hartlepool United. Is there a story behind that? Is there something that sort of pushed you in that direction rather than supporting someone maybe a bit closer to home or maybe someone with a bit more exposure in Europe?
I just told to Rob Lowe earlier that I don't think it's a kind of romantic story, but yeah, we just found out together that maybe it is just a little bit in a way. I am also a kind of armchair manager, just like many of us. Many fans do play with the football manager game. I am really sure about it. Maybe even you are
Yeah, well,
that kind of manager as well. So yes, everybody likes to play with Premier League teams because they are rich. You have enough money and any kind of resources to get better players. But no, that was very boring for me, and I really wanted to take on with the lower league teams, and I just that from Hungary's point of view, what can be your perspectives to pick on a team? So maybe if you know someone from the northeast or region or the south region, or just check on with the club logos, the crests, and what they have, what are the teams' names, and something like that. And the first thing which is really just catch my eyes, the old crest of the Hartlepool United, the ship wheels, and with the football in the middle. And I really liked it. I thought this is very special. It was well detailed, and I thought, okay, maybe they spend enough time to form the crest. That means they take it very seriously as well. So let's see, where is Hartlepool anyway on the map? And yeah, it was on the northeast. I have a very good friend. His name is George. He's a massive Newcastle United fan, and you don't seem to be a Newcastle fan, are
no,
you?
there's a few of them about round here. Yeah, I think they've got
Okay.
enough fans. We need more. We need more people.
Yeah, okay. So, yes, he said that Newcastle is really up north and checked Hartlepool as also is very close to each other. But I started to dig deeper into the Hartlepool United's history, what kind of team it is, and this is how it started basically, but it was really at the beginning of the year of 2000s. So it's 20 plus more years now that I have been Hartlepool United fan, because basically first at the first time it was because of the game, but then just step by step, as we just got forward, I I started to follow all the results and all everything which is around the club. I have always checked the Wikipedia, what's new. I've checked the official website of the club. I have always checked who are the new players, which players just was released or signed for another clubs, so on. And I don't know. I don't know exactly what was the moment or what was the flash what was really in made impact on me to to feel it as a kind of love, which is it is right now. And this is how I became a Hartlepool United fan. And after 20 years of supporting, I had the chance to visit the club and the and football match last October. And then it followed the last Saturday.
We'll start with the one last season before we come on to York on Saturday. You came for the Sutton game. Quite a memorable one, I think, for your first one, finishing 4-3,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Manny Desirue grabbing a hat-trick off the bench, having come off the bench at half-time. It was quite controversial that he was on the bench at the start. He was dropped by manager Darren Saul, but came off and certainly proved a point. And you had a chat with him post-match, saying, how wonderful he'd been, and I believe you may have asked him for something I don't think he wanted to give up.
First of uh, First of all, I talked to you. You are asking me that had I the chance to speak to Darren Saar after the game, but no. Yes, I was in the Maiden's Lounge, so I had a very beautiful hospitality
Yeah.
by the club. I was so pleased. That was a huge experience for me because I have never ever been that kind of part of that hospitality before. So that was very shocking good, but it's in a positive way. Um, and when I first just got there and I went outside to the seats and sat down and had the feeling and just had the look around of the stadium, uh, I think I got lost in the details. I just checked every stands. I watched the fans, and the match just started, and I was just very shocked, and I realized that we are 2-0 down, and it's not okay. And when Money does a review of, uh, just to let you know that I knew all the players already, so I was familiar with the names and everybody. And so when Money D went went to warming up, and he got almost a standing ovation from the fans, I thought that it's gonna be something different today, this time. Yeah, we were 2-0 down. I was not really surprised by the score because, as you remember, we didn't have very good times, very good weeks last year at this time period. But yes, suddenly we knew now the results. And after the game, yes, I was just waiting for somebody at the car park behind the stadium, and then Mani Deseruve just walked towards me. He had, I think, a bag and a bottle of champagne and a match ball. And I just went to him and said, "Oh, here is my hero. Uh, Congratulations for the hat trick." And he saw my flag in my hand, and his first question was, if I remember correctly, that's okay. Where are you from? And I told where I am from, and he said, "Oh, that's a long way, and hope you enjoyed the match." And I told him, of course I did. It was a fantastic result and amazing 3 points. And and he handed me over the match ball, and I could just check all the autograph on it. And that was what a moment, uh, and what a memento, the football itself. And of course, I told him that would you give it to me as a lifelong memory and a gift? And yeah, he laughed just like you, and he said, "Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, it's obviously I cannot give it to you." And I told him, "That's okay. It's fair enough, but just don't forget how you scored these 3 goals in this game, and do another one, and maybe I can get the second one or something or more of that." And yes, he had a laugh as well. So he signed my shirt and we took a photo. That was a fantastic moment. Yeah, Manidi, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you don't ask, you don't get things. So, it was always worth a try. And as they say in the Northeast as well, shy Ben's getting out.
Yeah, absolutely. Just I didn't want to be unpolite, or just to be somebody who is there. We don't know each other. I'm a fan. He's the star player of the club, and just please give me your boots or something like that. But no, 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 no. I was very, very happy for his autograph and for this little time to have a small chat with each other. It was fantastic.
Absolutely. And moving on to this last Saturday, the result wasn't quite as good as a 4-3 victory. Unfortunately, it was a reverse 2-1. But again, you travelled over, and how many miles did you travel?
Um, I have just checked it on Google, because from the little city where I live in Hungary, I live south of Budapest. So I am very near to the capital, and until the Hartlepool, so it's just a vertical line. I think it was around 1,600 or 1,000, so maybe something below it. So altogether, it's 3,000, more than 3,000 miles
And
back
it
and
was
forth.
about 12 hours, wasn't it, from Hungary to
Yes, yes,
Hartlepool?
that was on Friday, and even that was on this Monday. But last year it was longer because I took only flights from Budapest to Frankfurt and changed the flight from Frankfurt to Newcastle. And that particular plane from Frankfurt had a massive major delay, and I just lost on the whole Friday. That was last year. This year was better because I just flew from Budapest to London and then took the train because I
Yes.
thought maybe this is a better way to get up there. But
Yeah, to be fair, it's just off the football for a moment. It's interesting how there are so many different ways these days to get to certain places, even places such as Hartlepool, which isn't exactly, the epicenter of everyone's international travel. And
mhm,
obviously, yourself not living in the capital, there are places to get to places. And to be fair, the Grand Central train, I assume the Grand Central is what you got coming direct from London to
yeah,
Hartlepool. Yeah,
that's
as I
correct.
say, it's a one of those where compared to other trains in the country, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it has its moments. Usually, when I go to London for a game, whether that be Leighton Orient, for example, Dagenham, Sutton, I went to last season, the Grand Central's just easy. Get it straight down to London, and then the tube is there,
Yeah,
and it's
fantastic.
it's
Yeah.
it's very convenient. But yeah, moving back on to Saturday, obviously you got here, and again, even though the result didn't go your way this time or our way, it was still, I assume, an excellent experience for you.
Mhm. Yeah, yes, it was absolutely. And also, I don't know where to start to talk about it. It was a kind of hurricane events. So it was just massive. Just a small note, according to my last year's visit. So after this amazing Sutton game, I visited on the following day on Sunday the ladies match against Gateshead
Yes.
at the home pitch at Wolviston, and also the ladies won the game. I think that was 5-2. So that was a good one because the ladies before that game were beaten hardly by Thornaby. So it was a good one. So that was a very good weekend when the men team, the first team, and the women's team won. And that's why, if I remember right, the ladies just came to me and they said, "Ah, Peter, thank you for coming over and being our lucky charm for that weekend." And yeah, that was fantastic. And when I got home, I received national media interest, and I also got a couple of interviews back home, and and they considered me as I am the Hungarian lucky charm of the Hartlepool United Football Club in general. And that's why this year, basically, I didn't really intend to come over again because of the distance. And I told my family, my wife, and my son, that listen, my birthday is just coming over again, and I have to go to Hartlepool again because they need me. They need they need my lucky charm to get it over. But yes, unfortunately, this Hollywood story just stopped by the York City team, and they just won. And asking to your original question, so how was the last Saturday? And was it a good experience? Oh, maybe it was better than just last year. So it was fantastic. Uh, I just when I first arrived to the stadium, I don't know how many fans feel this the same way how I do because I really would like to think that many of the fans feels the same and thinks the same. Just okay, the Victoria Park Stadium is their home stadium. They can see it in every week or in 2 weeks. Uh, but obviously I don't. So that's why I just went over. I looked around if there is there anybody who can see me. And when the street was empty, I just touched the stadium's wall and just walked around and I just drink it in this feeling and I started to acclimatize myself to the match. And I went to the club shop. I got my new shirt and I don't know how far shall I go now. What would you like to hear or
It's entirely up to you. I mean, I understand that Vicky from the Community Sports Foundation was at reception for you as well to help you around.
yeah, exactly. Yes, we had an email exchange before that if there is a possibility for me, I wouldn't like to be bothering or stealing anybody's time, obviously on the match days, because I know that they have a very tight time schedule and many things to do and to deal with. So yes, Vicky Burton was super nice and kind, but I have to mention Sarah Roundtree as well. So both ladies were just super kind to me, and yeah, Vicky Burton just took me around, and but everything's just happened so fast, and of course I didn't have 10 minutes to just standing in on the pitch and just feeling the atmosphere of the stadium, so I have only a couple of minutes, but we did some photos. I was there on the pitch. That was an incredible moment, honestly. um, and then we went to the players tunnel. Mm, I can just go on, and then we went to the manager's changing room, and suddenly I just could meet with the gaffer, Mr. Simon Grayson. There, he was there. He was kind, and we had a chat also. He said, "Oh, Peter, you are from Hungary. That's nice. So you broke this stormy wind with yourself, which is not a good thing at the moment." And
Rename it Storm Peter.
pardon?
Just rename it as Storm Peter instead of Storm Amy.
Yeah, Storm Peter, Storm Peter, the lucky charm. But
Lucky charm for
yeah,
York, I'm afraid, by the looks of it.
yeah. No, it was super good, and I told him that I really do hope that I will not be ruining his game plan and everything because of the wind, something like that. Yeah, we had nice smiles, nice chat, and that was fantastic. After that, I had the chance to sit down to Nathan Sharon's shirt because just Vicky Burton asked me who is my favorite player, and I thought that's not a question. It's Nathan Sharon, the number 14, and
Is
she
there
looked.
is there anything in particular about Nathan Sherring? Because I mean, we've been
Mhm.
very vocal about how much we think of him on the podcast before. He's an outstanding player, certainly was last season. Is there anything in particular, or is it just the fact that he's been so good for the club?
Oh, very good question, Jack, to be honest, because as you as we spoke about already, that Greg Sloggett is actually my basic favorite player, which many of the Hartlepool fans don't share this opinion with me, um, which is fair enough. Well, so according just a little bit to the last seasons, Nathan Sharon was a new signing as well, just like Greg Sloggett. And when Grexel got injured, he had limited playing time, and also he was substitutions later on, so on. And Nathan Sharon just became a kind of Iron Man for the team. So he had, if I remember correctly, the most pitching time. So he had most playing time minutes uh, for a couple of months. But I realized that yeah, Sharon's work ethic and the willingness and the fighting spirit what he owns inside him, uh, that was really something and remarkable. Also, Greg Sloggett's face and career with Hartlepool United just came to an end. He went to play for Boston United, and Sharon stayed. And as we know, we have almost a brand new team this season. And actually, I was thinking that maybe Sharon's would be the next captain, but yeah, Tom Parks is an excellent one also. So,
Yeah, I
so
mean
that's
Nathan Sharon is the vice captain, so when Tom Parks
yeah,
doesn't play, he does take the armband. So you're right, he's very much a leader in that squad. I
yeah,
think it's fair to say as well. And you went back into the 1908 bar as well, I believe, as well, where if anyone has been in the 1908 bar, the players always park up in the car park outside. They always come through the 1908 bar to wait to
yeah,
get through to the dressing rooms there as
exactly.
well. And you chatted with a few of the players as well.
Yeah. Yes, when I just finished my time, Ricky Burton just reminded me, okay, maybe we have time, so we need to go. Okay, I would sit there forever. Uh, and actually that yeah, we finished our little tour at that time, and I went out, and somebody just came to me in the bar. Sorry, I need to recall these moments a little bit. So that's why I'm
That's okay.
just thinking. So I went back to the bar, and so before the game, I ordered a beer. I was there with my local friend of mine. His name is Tony Allen. He was my big buddy at the time, so he took all the photos and videos of me. He's a very good and nice fella. So we went there, we drank a beer, and I asked Tony to take a picture of me and with my flag
Yeah.
because I have my flag with the Hungarian Poolie sign on it and the Hungarian flag with the Hartlepool United's crest. And after that moment, somebody came to me, and sadly I don't remember his name. I don't know if we even just introduced ourselves to each other, but he asked me that is that the guy from Hungary who was here last season as well? Because they saw the Hungarian flag also.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, that's correct. That's me. I am back again. And yes, and he asked me, and is that the person who desperately would like to get Greg Sloggett's shirts? And, you know, I was really over the moon and just stood there and oh my God, what shall I say? Yes, of course I am. Yeah, I am the one, and I would do whatever it needs to get that shirt because yeah, I wrote email to Sarah Roundtree that I really would like to get one of Greg Slogger's shirts, and she said, unfortunately, there is not any left because the club was the sponsor of the players, so they got the home and the away shirt.
Yes.
So, and that very nice gentleman, I really apologize. I do not know his name, but I will do. Uh, he said that okay, he's got the shirt, but not on him. So if after the game I would join to them back to the club, Um, let's see what we can do. He don't promise me anything for 100% sure, but let's see what he can do. And then, uh, yeah, that happened after the game. We went back to the club, even because the score wasn't in our favor. But I didn't see many sad faces. Everybody's got their drink, and we had nice chat. And then somebody just called me that Peter, is that you, Peter, right? And I said, yes, I am. And he said, that's okay. And he turned off the music, got the microphone, and he started to speak to the audience, to many fans. And then everything was just like in a Hollywood movie. That was all of the sudden, the Slugger's shirts just came out from a plastic bag. I was there, and a nice guy, I think his name is Bailey, maybe. He just passed it to me, and I got the mic. I had to I had to say something, but believe me, it was really hard, to improvise something and to say something nice, or the thank you so much. That's not really enough, and that doesn't really express exactly your feelings and your thoughts. So all of a sudden, I don't know why, but this just came up to my mind that, okay, guys, listen, maybe this moment is not a big deal for you because Greg Sloggets, I know that he wasn't a fan favorite last season. Uh, so if it would have been Manny Desaruvi's shirt, maybe that would have been a little bit better. But and I told them that's okay, no worries, because I am proudly taking this shirt back home to Hungary, and you don't have to see it anymore.
You've probably done them a favor then, if that's what they think. Yeah, you've got it hung up behind you as well. There, I can see to display to the world. So yeah, to be fair, if everyone has their own favorite player, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. If Greg Sloggett is your favorite player, you're entitled to that opinion, and say absolutely.
Yes. Anyway, yes, I received a nice laugh also, and yeah, so that's it. That was it. That was a very, very good moment at the bar after the game.
Yeah, I believe you went to the Corner Flag as well afterwards, the Corner Flag Bar, which
Yeah.
is the home of the Supporters Association at the club as well. There's a lot of memorabilia in there. Anyone who hasn't been in the Corner Flag Bar, it's not the biggest bar in the world, but it's stuffed with signed shirts and
Ah,
other
yeah.
memorabilia there as well. And I assume that that was something, a visit worth making.
Absolutely. I don't really understand, but mm, I mean, both bar are just magnificent. And I was really in trouble because when Tony just asked me, okay, mate, which bar would you like to have a drink in? And I said, oh, I don't know. I cannot pick one of them, so we should do both. And even we did the Mill House because that's what Tony said that we should go there as well. But but both bars are just incredible. And yes, when I am home and my friends just asked me, have you had any drink? And I said, that's not the question if I had a drink. The question is that how many? How many did I get and where? So both clubs and both bars are just yeah, poor unique. And you can be really proud of that you have those two. And you just have a drink everywhere. That's fantastic. So the corner flag is also good. Mr. Ron Harnish was also a nice man and gentleman, and he explained me the every history behind the signed memorabilias on the walls and everything. And even I could see the one and only Mickey Baron's shirt on the wall, so I was very happy to take a selfie with the Baron's shirt as well.
Aye, absolutely. Like I say, if there's ever a place for memorabilia, the two different bars, owned by obviously two different organisations, but the amount of stuff on the walls. If you ever wanted a little recap of history in terms of the
Yeah.
club, there's a lot of things there that I'm sure people, as you say, Ron was happy to let you in on those and to see there. And understand as well because of the storm partly that the women's team match was cancelled as well. So you
Oh,
weren't able to repeat your little lucky charm for them, unfortunately.
oh yes, that's correct. That I very feel sorry for this because I was really prepared myself for the Sunday for the ladies game, but it was it would have been an away game at Consett, which is very far away by public transport, and I was just thinking that, oh my God, another 2.5 or 3 hours just to get there, and another one to come back. I don't know, but then the heartfelt feeling in my mind and in my soul just rang a bell that, hey man, that's what you came for. So just get to concert and support the girls as well. But yes, that's tough to take.
Well, northeast weather for you, I'm afraid. I mean, it was the weather across the country, unfortunately, but it is one of those, unfortunately, where
Yeah, but
things do happen. I understand as well. You did meet, I think, Maddie Hillier before the game on Saturday as well. She was there before the game.
yes, it was funny because um, also, I do follow the women's team season and the players moving and everything. So, and I was really shocked that Libby Traynor and Zara Johnson, they both just signed for another teams, but that could be really understandable. Libby Traynor is a magnificent player, a very good striker with nice scoring sense, and yeah, she signed for a league above, which is understandable. Zara Johnson is should be a different case. I don't really the and real behind story of her signing for a division rival team. Uh, but anyway, as far as I could see the new signings, they also look so talented. That's why I was felt really sorry that I couldn't see them, couldn't watch the new players as well, such as Maddie. But she was in the club shop, and I just asked her, is it okay if we could take a photo with ourselves? And so she looked a little bit, I don't know if she was frightened or just surprised, or she just felt awkward. I don't know. She looked a little bit shy for me, and I told her, no, I don't want to push you to take a photo with the flag and with me. Just And she said, yeah, it's okay, no problem, no problem. Just but yeah, that was the meeting in the club shop. It was a good one.
Yes, and the women are away at Parkfield Women this Sunday in the
Mhm.
Cup, so good luck to them for that as well. And just finally, as well, the Monday, you said you flew back on the Monday.
Yeah.
Did you get back down to the stadium just before you went as well? Just for one last look?
I think you have something in mind because of this question. Um, yes, it's another kind of fan thing, and I don't know. Sometimes I am very sentimental, and on Monday when I knew that okay, this is it. It was a magnificent 3 days just behind me, and I think I have to take every second moment to be there and to see the walls and the lights and the shape of the stadium. So yes, before I woke up very early, and before my train departed to London, I went to the stadium again, and I did the same thing, just touch the wall and walk around, went to the car park and took a couple of photos again. I did it last year, so I have many doubles, but it's never enough. Never enough picture of the team of the club, and with the big monkey in the car park on the walls of the club. And yeah, so basically I said as hello to the stadium leader, to the walls, and then I just sat on the train and started to come home. Yeah, this was a very good and nice moment to finish my excellent weekend.
Well, say you mentioned that feeling there. I mean, I don't support a team on the continent as such, but I've been to a few
Hmm.
countries just to watch football on the continent. You know, I've been to France and Italy and Germany and Spain. What's the other one? Portugal. I like to see these games. And even though I don't support the teams, you do get that feeling when you leave because you're not going to go there next week, say. Like it is very much a one and done for the time being anyway, unless you go back in the future. And there is that sense when the game finishes or when you're just leaving the stadium and it's out of your view, like it is sort of that feeling of, the last time, like the last time you're going to look at it for a while.
Yes.
Like for example, the last one that I went to was Paris PSG, the Parc de France.
Mhm.
So
That's
when
nice.
they played that game, say you come away from the stadium and it's a brilliant experience, and as you're leaving, you get that feeling of you won't see it. You won't see it again for quite a while. Because the aim, certainly with me, is to get in different stadiums. So I'm not going back to the same one all of the time. I'm hoping potentially to go to Rome in the end of November for the Olympico. So like, there's sort of that feeling that I get what you're saying of, this is the last time I'll see it for a very long time.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
obviously with yourself, because you support the club, it's a bit of an added feeling there of, it's something that means a lot and obviously you won't be able to see it. Are you planning on coming back next season?
When I got home last year, I told my wife, no, she asked me that, okay, you went up there, you traveled that far, you didn't see the Liverpool and Dominic Soboslai. And I said, yes, because I don't care. I want to see Hartlepool. And she said, are you satisfied now? And I told her, absolutely. That was a very, very, very good one. And she said, okay, and do you want to go there again? And I said, no, I don't think so. It's a long journey, and no, it's fine. But as you could see, yeah, it happened again this year. So never say never, just like never say die. And
Absolutely.
I don't know. Right now, I don't really plan to go over, but if I can, and if I am able to, definitely I will be there again. This time, I cannot say that I am the lucky charm of the club from
Mhm.
Hungary because York City just taken away the 3 points. But yeah, I think so that I really want to come back again. Maybe sooner, not just one year after. But let's see what the future brings. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, and thank you very much for joining me this afternoon, Peter. This is Friday, it's Friday the 10th of October, just for the formalities. And just to check, are you optimistic for the rest of the season, just in terms of the results of the club? Have you seen enough to suggest that we'll have a good end to the season? I know it's only 2 months in, but for the rest of the season?
Mhm. Of course, I am. I'm very optimistic because what I see from this team, they started the season very, very strongly with the. But Simon Grayson said at the very early of the season that he likes to change the formations even within the games, so not just from game by game. And he is a very tactical manager. Mm, so I have full support in him, not just because I met him, but he looks so stable. He knows the team, and and what really amazed me, and not just me, that many other Hungarian fans over here, we have a non-league English clubs group, so many more fans like non-league teams and national league teams as well. Uh, so they know that this league is a very tough one. It's a very tough one, and I don't know. Many fans sees the things like the rain just falling all the time, so they see it very dark. But I don't know. So we can think the fortunes on our way, and we can get more points. So I'm optimistic that we can get maybe from 5 to 7 positions somewhere at the table at the end of the season. And even this is a question that what kind of players are we going to sign during the season? Because of this kind of injuries, like we lost Harvey Cartwright, that's just devastating. And George Evans, yeah, he made an impact, and but yeah, we do hope he can replace Harvey pretty well as well. So I'm very optimistic for the remainder of the season.
It's certainly the way to be, and fingers crossed we can turn our fortunes, our recent fortunes around and
Yeah,
get into those playoffs as you've suggested there. Thank you very much, Peter, for your time. Fully appreciated. And if you do come back over, hopefully we'll see you again at some point in
yeah.
the future.
Thank you very much, Jack, having me around, and it was absolutely my pleasure. So, come on, up the pools.
Hope the polls. Thank you very much.